Dean here with Escape to Gaming. Today is a special unboxing, one of the more special ones that I've done. This is something that's a dream that I've had virtually, literally, since the early 90s or late 80s. I've wanted what I'm about to unbox here, and it came totally out of left field. It was one of those just miraculous things where the planets lined up just right, and a good friend of mine, Mikey from Mad Max 09, his channel, found this for me and was gracious enough on his own with limited funds to pick this up for me, which I thought was very nice. I don't know, a month or so ago, a month and a half or so ago, I went out and bought a new 320 gig hard drive for my Xbox 360. I got a new Xbox 360e model. I didn't really need my 2009 Xbox 360 Elite, and I upgraded it to a 250 gig hard drive. So I just hated to just put it back in the original box and just let it sit there and never use it again. So I went ahead and I donated it to my friend Mikey. He had to make a hard choice early on, and he wanted to get the PS4. So he traded in a bunch of games, including his Xbox 360, and ended up buying the PS4 and kept his PS3 as well. And he really kind of felt bad that he had done that and wanted another one. So I was delighted to give him mine. I sent it to him with, I think, 4 games. He loved it. He's been doing a lot of gameplay videos on it and started kind of rekindling his love for the Xbox 360 again. So I've been thrilled. I mean, to me, that was worth all the tea in China to see him happy with it and to see it being used by someone that really needed it. And so I kind of jokingly said one day, he was out and about and found he has some really cool places in Richmond, Virginia, where they have, a lot of rare games and consoles and stuff like that. He said that he would keep an eye out, and because I've had really bad luck here looking for what I'm about to open up, I didn't know that he would find one, and I was surprised that he actually did. And then this is it, apparently. So this is the box. This is the unboxing. I actually got this yesterday, and I was a little bit inebriated yesterday afternoon. We went out for drinks and for a nice lunch, and I didn't want to open this up completely, ripped on camera. So I wanted to do it now, but anyway, this is the unboxing. It's nicely packaged. Let's see if I can cut this open a little bit better here. I know what it is, but naturally it's a surprise, and I wanted to open this up. Looks like it has a very nice note, which I'll need my old man reading glasses to read. Very nice, very personal note, very nice. It just sums it up with a couple nice things. There's a few personal things in here. His appreciation for the Xbox 360 and, giving his channel a shout out and all that stuff. Your friend Michael, he has even a list of everything that is included with it. And I think he threw in a couple other things. So let me see. There's a lot of newspaper packing in here. This would be good. I'll enjoy reading these newspapers later, Mikey. I always like looking at newspapers from other cities. It's always interesting. Oh wow, here it is. There's the first hint. Sega Genesis controller. Man, this is going to be great. I have no idea how long I've been waiting for one of these. I've always wanted one. Every time I watch Mark Bussler review a Sega Genesis game, I always get very excited and envious at the same time. Oh look, we got a S-Video AV cable. Apparently he included some nice cables, composite cable setups as well. And here's AV cables, more newspaper, which I'll enjoy reading later. Oh wow, oh man, I haven't seen one of these in person in honest to God, years. I've been looking for 3 years specifically for this at my local dimple stores and never could find it. Never. Here's a power pack of love. It's not the proper way to pick it up, but I don't want to drop this box. Looks like there's something in there. More newspaper. Here it is. Here's the unboxing of love. It's got some dust and stuff on it. Here's the original Model 1 16-bit Sega Genesis. Oh, this is fantastic. I have wanted one of these for the longest time. It has a stereo jack here, so you can listen to it in stereo. I can't wait to capture gameplay. Mikey, thank you so much. This is a real treat, more than you know. This is something that I've always wanted. This to me is, I'm more excited about this than I was about getting my PlayStation 4. If they had a midnight launch to get one of these now, believe me, I'd be there and I'd be sitting out there in a lawn chair for 5 hours waiting for that as well. But this is a very special treat. I can't tell you how much, how excited I am, and how this is like a dream come true. I've been, very blessed to have found a couple excellent working PlayStation 1s. I got a nice PlayStation 2 now. I'm still looking for a fat PlayStation 2, one of the original ones, to round up my collection of those. I got 2 original Xboxes, which I'm very happy with. But this takes the ultimate German chocolate cake for unboxings. I'm speechless. Thank you so much, Mikey. This was a wonderful gift. This is certainly unexpected. I had mentioned to Mikey, I started to say earlier, I said, if you ever come across, and I never thought he would ever find one, because he said he has some great little mom and pop stores there. I said, if you ever come across a Sega Genesis or a Super NES, let me know, because I'll pay you anything for it. And he says, don't worry about it. I come across them every once in a while, not very often. Maybe I'll find one. And then within a week or so, he called me back and says, guess what? I found one. And it's really clean. It's in great shape. And it was priced good. He didn't pay too much for it, thank God. So I'm really thrilled with this. This is a real treat. The Sega Genesis, which I'll put right here. That's awesome. He also included a game with it, which I already know what it is, and I'm excited to play it and try it out. Oh man, RoboCop versus Terminator for the Sega Genesis. In fact, I just watched him do some gameplay, which he did on this Sega Genesis with this cartridge, and I was delighted with it. Oh, this is fantastic. So I can't wait. This is like a dream come true, man. Awesome. It's got a really nice controller with it. This is one of the nicest controllers I've ever seen. I love these controllers. I had a friend that had one of these. I think it was around 1990, 91, and I was always envious of the Sega Genesis. I wanted to get one, and I was saving up to get the Panasonic 3DO because I thought it was like a step beyond, and instead I ended up getting the PS1 instead. This is just more newspaper. I'm going to make sure I don't miss anything. I'm going to carefully comb through this paper later. But Mikey, thank you so much. That's a wonderful treat. This is a very special day for me, a special unboxing. I've been so inspired by so many of my friends' channels and their retro game pickups and console pickups, and of course Steve Benway with all of his hardware, game systems and pickups. And so I've been slowly trying to obtain some of these systems. What's ironic is the day that Mikey called me and told me he found the system and told me he was going to mail it to me, I happened to go by my Dimples. I went by my paint stores, right, literally, kind of across the street from my Dimple store that I go to here in Roseville. And I always routinely go in there at least once a week and just look, and that's how I came across, finally, the original Xboxes, and including my PS2. Sometimes, in fact, they had a Wii in there the other day. I went back to buy that, and it was like $79.99, and it was sold. I'm like, oh, damn it, I'll wait again. But there'll be another one that'll appear. But I've never seen a Sega Genesis or a Super NES ever. I don't even think I've seen a GameCube there. So the day that Mikey called and told me that, I was so excited. I was actually driving in my truck, and on my way to Dimples, I went to the Dimples, and what do I find? An absolutely flawless mint Super NES, just like the one I had back in ~91. It's not even yellow. It's in excellent condition. I've seen a lot of these yellowed. This one's in great shape for $25, $24.99. Comes with the power packs and all of the RF adapters and all that stuff. And then Mikey, on top of it, generously found and bought, knew that because I called him right when he was at the store getting the other one. So he also picked up AV cable, so that way I can record through composite cables Super NES games as well. So this is a real treat. I just can't believe how clean this thing is. It's absolutely in excellent condition. It's amazing how good it is, and it's not even yellow. So I'm going to give both of these consoles a really detailed cleaning, and I have some special plastic polish which I'm going to do on some of the shinier parts of that and get it all cleaned up. It looks like it's in great shape. So this is like a dream come true to finally have not one but both consoles. Let me just set this down here. To have both of these consoles, have become a reality for me, which is just fantastic. So all I really have left now is just to find that Panasonic 3DO, and I'm going to try to find either the wood grain one or the Black Vader Atari 2600 if I can. I get Mark Butler sent me his review copy of Super Breakout and autographed it, and so that's really the last couple systems I have left, and I'll have all of the retro systems I want. I would kind of like to have a Commodore 64, but I've heard that there's some reliability issues over time with the floppy disk and all that. I had an enormous collection of like 110 games for the Commodore 64. That was my first console back in '87. And then later I got rid of it and gave it to a friend along with all the games, and then bought another 30-odd games or more for the Super NES that I had. Then when I got the PS1, I gave my nephew my Super NES and all the games. And back then I was into what was new. There was no such thing as retro gaming because it all was relatively new. So I didn't care. It's like, screw this. Now I got the PS1. Then the PS2 came and I slowly started giving away a lot of the PS1 games. So now I'm not doing that anymore. I'm going to hang on to everything and take care of all my things that I have. But again, Mikey, thank you so much. This is like the Christmas come early. I can't tell you how excited I am. Unfortunately, we had a death in the family, on my wife's side of the family, and we will be having to go down to Los Angeles, or the Orange County area of California, probably this week. I'm filming this on a Sunday morning, and there's a place that my good friend Maurice told me about, who lives down in West LA. He says, dude, if you ever get to LA, you've got to check out this gamer dude place out in the San Fernando Valley. It's like a giant Best Buy of nothing but retro games and consoles and old posters and everything. And I watched another video on it last night on YouTube. I am so excited. So what we're going to do is on the way back, since it's kind of a morose, visit and time down there, it's typically not a time that we're going to really be enjoying the sights of LA and all that. But on the way back, as I'm coming back up through the San Fernando Valley, I'm going to hit the gamer dude, and you better believe I'm going to have a list, which I'm working on today. I'm researching through YouTube, which, as you know, I love from my last rant. Tons of top 10, 20 Super NES games, Sega Genesis games, and I'm going to put together a list and pick up. They're probably going to be expensive. Who knows? Full retail price for them. But I'm going to try to pick up at least 2 or 3 games for both systems, so I can start doing some gameplay. And they also will ship games as well. So, and they might even have a Panasonic 3DO. I don't want to spend too much money, but we'll see. So, this is a real treat. I wanted to share it with my friends. I know a lot of you guys are way ahead of me. It's like, oh, that's no big deal. I mean, we've been playing these for years, Dean. That's nice that you're on board with us. So, but it's a treat for me. It's a delight to get the Model 1. I would have been thrilled with the Model 2 or anything else. So, the Sega Dreamcast is another one that I definitely want to get. I think I'd like to get a GameCube and or a Wii in time. Next year I'll probably round out the collection and get the remaining few consoles that I want to get. But this is an absolute treat. I mean, it almost brings tears to my eyes to even see this. This has been like a dream come true for me. It's part of my childhood growing up, and then, by the time this stuff was out, I was already an adult and struggling to survive. I had a, apartment with no furniture, not even a couch. I was sitting on the floor, I had my little 19-inch TV up on milk crates and things like that. So I cherished my little Commodore 64. It's all I could afford. I couldn't afford this. And I was going to buy a Sega Genesis, and instead I bought the Super NES, probably because of all the TV commercials I saw at the time. So this has been something that has been like a lifelong dream come true, and I'm just now, catching up. God knows, 25 years later or whatever, here it is. So the beauty is with these is that it's solid state. I mean, this thing will work. 30 years from now, I'll be in Planet of the Apes like Charlton Heston. They'll dig me up. They'll find my glasses, my reading glasses, and they're going to find the Super NES. As well, the Super NES and the Sega Genesis, because these babies were built to last. That's what's exciting about collecting these old retro consoles. So after I'm long gone, at least they'll find a few things left over, and hopefully they can put together the pieces and say, "Look, like the guy lived a good life. This guy was a gamer. He was cool." And then Charlton will go down the beach and discover new discoveries of the more morose kind. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. This has been a wonderful day for me. I'm so excited. If you have any ideas as to what your favorite, Dean, you got to get these games for the Genesis or for the Super NES, let me know. This is one time, I always relish in reading all the comments, but this is one time where I'm really going to take them to heart. I want ideas so I can go through and then research each of the games that you recommend. So you guys are way ahead of the curve on me, with the retro gamers in particular, with what games would be great for both systems. So let me know in the comments. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you again, Mikey. It really means the absolute world to me. I really appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your games. Enjoy your retro consoles, collecting, and your favorite YouTubers. That's what life's all about. Let's enjoy it together.